What's up, kaosgamers and game mets of the world? Here is kaosgamer back with another Fallout 4 video. You guys have been wanting this since yesterday. Some people have been asking me for it, so I'm just gonna keep doing it because this game is really fun. And yeah, let's get into it. Let me pull up the chat again. There we go. I'm level 24 on butter buns. Butter buns. That's funny. I got one.
Well done. By your gear, I'm gonna guess you two are agents just like me. So, made it to the top. Is the Institute so desperate for resources that it's stealing plunder from honest, hard-working Commonwealth gangs?
Gabriel, you aren't who you think you are. You're a synth, and we're here to take you home.
Synth? What the hell are you talking about? I remember my whole life. I know where I grew up. Explain that to me.
I know this is hard, but it's the truth. Your memories were altered. You are a synth.
Don't listen to these guys. They're messing with your head, man. Just shut the hell up. You got me? Don't say another word.
I'm sorry, sir, but I have to.
Here, die.
Gotta take everything. Man, I love this music.
Terminal's got this locked. Won't be able to hack this.
I gotta return to Father. Nah. Sound like they added some new music since last time, because I don't remember any of this music. I'm not complaining, I love Fallout 4 music. To me it's like really catchy and, you know, 60s-ish.
I'm glad to see you return safely.
Uh-huh. Gabriel and his gang were sick bastards, hanging their victims up like trophies. I'm just glad it's over.
While we can do nothing for Gabriel's victims, we can at least take comfort in the knowledge that the threat has been removed. But enough about that. The task is done. You've returned our synth safely to us. I couldn't have hoped for a better outcome. Well done. While you were away, I had quarters prepared for you. You'll find all the basic necessities, as well as a generous stock of arms and equipment. Go and have a look. I think you'll be quite pleased.
Visit your quarters. I'd be very happy to do that, because it sounds really, really cool.
Whole lot of shaking. Whole lot of it. Yep. That was Big Maybell.
I hope you'll find your quarters.
Nope, that's the bathroom. How do you get out of this place?
So, there's this thing I heard about. I'm not even really sure what to say.
Sometimes Quentin is
There are stories about,
but my mom says I have to
well,
be
it's
nice
some
anyway.
big contraption that's
Are you
being built
following me?
out there in the Commonwealth. No one that's mentioned it, they
The
don't know what it
Institute's
does.
a big place.
Not for
It
sure.
might take a while to learn where everything is.
This next part,
You know, I love.
well, I mean, it's just people talking. You know, it doesn't make it true. Not necessarily. But it's been said.
Hello.
Well,
Hi, why are everyone kids? Why is everyone
with the
kids
Institute,
here?
Your quarters
trying
are
to
just
blow it up.
inside, sir.
Want to make it disappear.
Hey. Your quarters are just inside, sir.
There aren't really any details. If I were you,
When you're finished here,
and
sir,
I saw this thing,
Father wants to see you.
well, you better believe that. You know, I'd run the other way. Betty Hutton
close
is
the
on
door.
now.
Okay.
Singing about a man, right? That's so stupid. It's Betty Hutton. That's what this one is.
Where's the arms? Did I just choke on the railing? Just laying in the ground. I just died. And my friends are texting me. Okay, back to really? Nah. That's my lecture. Every armored and resistant to forms of damage, but their faces are vulnerable. So Mirelurks like evolved lobsters or turtles or something like that? I'm guessing they're turtles since they're shell, but I'm also thinking lobsters.
I fix one relay and 2 more start to fail. At least I'm not bored.
Oh no.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done.
Yes, it does. Now be quiet.
I'm glad to see you return safely. I know the task was difficult.
Gabriel and his gang were still.
Well, I couldn't. Well, you're from.
You've already been through this, so I'll go visit your quarters. I know. Don't die again.
Whole lot of shaking. Whole lot of it. Yep. That was, Big Maybell.
So,
I've heard stories.
there's this
On
thing
the
I heard
surface,
about.
sure sounds scary.
I'm not even really sure what to say. There are stories about, well, it's some big contraption
Excuse
that's being
me.
built out there in the Commonwealth. No one that's mentioned it.
Bet it's pretty boring down
They
here
don't know what it
compared
does.
to up there.
Not for sure. This next part, well, I mean, it's just people talking. You know, it doesn't make it true. Not necessarily. But it's
Your
been
new
said.
quarters are here, sir.
Well, that's something.
No.
When you're finished here, sir, Father wants to see you.
Or I'll make it disappear or something.
Hi, sir.
There aren't really any details. If
I'm
I
gonna
were
go
you,
talk to my father.
saw this thing?
Or my son.
Well,
He's not my grandfather, even though he's old enough to be.
you know, I'd run the other way. Here comes Bing Crosby saying we should accentuate
One message.
positives. I guess that was easy if you were Bing Crosby.
Thumbs up to you two.
Our technology must seem pretty advanced by your standards.
Dr. Fillmore.
Hi there. Something I can help you with?
I'd like to know about the people in your division.
Of course. Dr. Lawrence Higgs is our mechanical engineer. He oversees the major life support and security systems. Power distribution is Dr. Evan Watson's area of expertise, and Dr. Newton Oberly is in charge of food and housing. He coordinates with bioscience to ensure that our meals are balanced for optimal nutrition. We also make use of a number of synth units for low-priority maintenance and labor.
Just as you gave life to Father, he gave life to many of us.
Sound like the Hulk. And no, I was on the wrong. No, I was on the right floor the whole time.
Sean.
Ah. Hello, Father. Tell me, what would you do when someone has stolen from you?
I teach the guy a lesson. Make sure he never does it again.
Using physical force is never my first choice. But there are times when
Well,
it
you are
becomes
a
necessary.
scientist.
The group that calls themselves the Railroad have acquired several synths from the Institute. Synths that had gone missing in recent months. And they no doubt mean to free these synths, in their delusion that synths are somehow sentient beings. You've been in contact with the Railroad, so you're aware of their misguided beliefs.
They're crazy, thinking machines are alive.
Agreed. However noble they may believe themselves to be, they are thieves. Usually they are a minor nuisance, but lately they have become more emboldened. I'm afraid we've reached a point where a response is necessary. We have learned the current location of these synths, and need to reacquire them before the Railroad can hide them.
Sounds pretty simple.
Hopefully, yes. But it's important that we act on this soon, before the Railroad has any indication we've tracked them. We also don't want the Brotherhood of Steel getting wind of the presence of the synths. That would only complicate matters.
There better be something in this for me.
I assure you, this operation will have very significant results in your favor. There will be a courser waiting for you near Bunker Hill. Please find him before barging in.
This is a generally small recording that hidden fire. They are not limited to the 10mm 44 alien blaster and gamma gun. I don't like the gamma gun. I'm thinking of the right one. That one stinks. Hey, fever has gone and got me down. Hey, fever is spreading all around. Covering my hands.
I've been waiting for you.
Sorry to have held you up.
Try and keep up from here out. Our targets are inside. 4 synths under railroad protection. Majority of the settlement is uninvolved and are expected to run for cover. The mission's parameters just changed. We go in shooting. Requesting backup relay now.
Inventory.
That was Uranium Fever by, oh man, by Elton Britt. Yes, right, said so, right there. Hey, so there's this bit of news that
I know where to put this.
If not, hang on a minute and I'll go back.
Who was shooting at us? So why don't you all... Yeah, I'm back. My mic just died.
Victory!
That's just what I'd heard. I don't know if that's true or not. Fire! Hey, no prisoner! Segway. Back up! That's the song. Ad Victoria!
I'm siding with the Brotherhood. I'm sorry, but I have to go with the Brotherhood. Oh, no. Oh, that's what man stopped him. I'm not killing him. He's cool. Yesterday was the 1-year anniversary of my YouTube channel. I forgot to mention that at the beginning. Oh crap.
Possible.
Bunker Hill is ours.
Must be terminated.
Move, retarded dog. This game is good, but the dog is just retarded.
Lot of blood. Damn it! Where'd you go?
These guys really are heavy.
Oh, God. Eliminating all hostiles.
Whatever.
Hill is ours.
Man, this heavy is really heavy. Oh, he's legendary, that's right.
Ray Smith, everybody. Ray Smith. Hey, have you seen the, well, there's this article in, the newspaper, Public Occurrences. Boy, I mean, it's something. I mean, I'm not saying anyone is a sin, you know. I'm not saying it's correct at all. And you know, of course, the mayor. I mean, I've asked to read. I have a statement from the mayor's office. You know, it's well, I mean, it just says here there's nothing to worry about. That it's, you know, safe and all, everybody. Kind of. It's crazy stuff, right? I mean, weird. Anyway, it's well, it's something to think about, I guess. This next one, it's maybe by the ink spots. I mean, it is by the ink spots. We're not. There's no question who it's by. It's called maybe.
Crap. So how will I get out of here? I kind of can't remember how I got in. I come through here? Yep, I did. Never mind, we're good, I remember. I'll be right back. Okay, hopefully I don't die here. I'm trying to figure out how to get up the father. Oh yeah, I forgot I leveled up. So level up. What should I pick? Impacts now restores 60% of lost health, and right away removes 60% of radiation. When adventuring, you do 20. With the companion, you do. And the companion can hold him in enemy, giving you a better chance to hit them with the bats. You can pick expert locks. Oh, look at that.
Movement detected. Curious.
Someone there! Gonna slaughter your brain!
Contact detected. Possibly.
Here it comes!
Your destruction is inevitable.
Initiated.
The Commonwealth is ours!
Targeting sensors fully operational.
That was the 5 stars. All 5 of them.
Popped his head off.
Get it? Because it's funny? Sort of? No. Not really.
You hit like a rat!
What'd you say?
If you're the kind of person who is tired of living in Diamond City and you maybe want a adventure or something, I guess you have a new option. The settlement of Sanctuary has, I guess, been founded to the northwest there. Good luck to them with, the whole
Hard, damn it.
And in other news, it sounds like maybe the... It's not other news, it's actually the same news. The Minutemen were involved in this. That's the Minutemen.
Fight!
I thought they were kind of done for. It sounds kind of crazy, if you ask me. And if it were real, it would be super I bet. Sheldon Allman wants his girl to crawl out through the fallout. But, I mean, if he cared so much, wouldn't he have been with her in the first place? I might be overthinking it. I don't have a girlfriend.
Yes.
I was being quiet because I love this music. Oh crap. Finally found it. Holy cow.
Son.
You know, in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here. The only hope for humanity lies below.
It wasn't always like this. It used to be different.
I can only imagine. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really.
They kept me alive, too.
They did, indeed. I was the perfect candidate. An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, if I died, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. So you were kept alive and safe within the vault. I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive out here in all this. To not only do so, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary.
So it was you. You let me out.
Yes. It was my decision. Certainly it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. An experiment of sorts. I had no idea what kind of man you were, you see. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you? As it has everything else? Would you even survive? perhaps most curious to me, would you, after all this time, attempt to find me? And now I know the answer.
Well, here I am. Was it worth it?
I believe so. Soon, I hope. I hope you'll understand. Everything I've done has been for the future. A future which I hope is not in jeopardy after recent events. Bunker Hill did not go well for us. Would you care to explain what happened?
We were totally ambushed. They were waiting for us.
You can imagine that I find that very hard to believe, given that all the intelligence leading up to this indicated we'd taken them by surprise. Bunker Hill was to cement your place as a valuable asset to the Institute. It will now only raise suspicions. And to see the Brotherhood of Steel involved in this, they had no way of knowing what was going on. I will refrain from sharing the outcome with the Directorate for the moment. Things are already in motion that this would only derail. Speaking of which, it's time for you to become more involved in the future of the Institute. I'd like you to join me inside. The Directorate is meeting, and you should be there. I'll be waiting. I've seen enough. It's time to go back in.
Small defender is only powerful and widely available in the Timor, who has been staple of the Wasteland community since the bombs first fell.
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a handful.
I don't know who to go with. I don't know if I should go with the Brotherhood of Steel or the Institute. Put in the chat who you want me to go for.
Let's get this Directorate meeting over with before we speak further. It's important.
Oh my gosh.
Good, we're all here. I think it's time we begin.
Sir, excuse me, but what exactly is he doing here?
I will address that issue. But there are other subjects that require our attention first. The level of unrest in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware. Your report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally, things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ao has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes. Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. Boston International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Commonwealth. Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
I know it's true, and not just something.
Sir, are you sure this is the time to be discussing it? Given, well, considering all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
Well,
I have no idea what that is.
I'll admit I'm relieved. It's intended to be something of a classified project, which I'm sure means everyone already knows about it. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. the kind that keeps the lights on. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
In this world, I'm sure a compromise is necessary.
Quite right. For far too long, we've been dependent on others. On our surroundings. That time is over. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
Sounds like an important step.
That's an understatement. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir.
Yes, Dr. Ayo. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yet, well, he is gone. While I'm not overly fond of putting my own father in harm's
I murdered
way,
him.
He has proven more than capable of handling himself.
Yes, but...
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please, as I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
What?
Can't be serious.
Everyone, please. I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
Why would you joke about this? It isn't funny.
Were it a joke, I'd agree it's in poor form. But I'm afraid it's not. We can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my father as my successor.
Oh, boy.
You can't be serious!
Really? Seems a poor choice.
How can you possibly justify this? He isn't one of us. He isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my father has already proven himself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
The latest synth generation is just amazing. Those guys in robotics are working miracles.
Our technology must seem pretty advanced by your standards.
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once.
I'm sorry, Father. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
I can do the job.
Of course you can. That's why I made the decision. There's no question that some of the Directorate and the Institute at large will need reassurances about your appointment. That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead for all of us, but for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing.
Mankind refined.
Dr. Carlin's doing some amazing things with our genetically engineered crops.
Unit X688 speaks highly of your combat skills.
Speak with Ellie Fillmore.
I
Where's she
dislike
at?
resorting to the use of Commonwealth technology.
Okay. There she is.
Allie.
Busy day for you, isn't it? Well, it's about to get busier. You're going to lead this operation, I'm told.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go over the details. Recent events have upset our timetable. Getting the reactor online has become our #1 priority. It needs to be running, well, yesterday. We're going to have to cut some corners. I'm not thrilled, but it means we'll need to rely on some pre-war tech. You're going to the mass fusion building to acquire a beryllium agitator for us.
Consider it done.
I'll consider it done when I've got it in my hands. I'm going with you.